Because, you know, if we do listen to some of the national media all the time, you just think that, you know, we've got a bunch of ASBO kids out there, that there are no great young people around, and they are. It's when I hear friends going on about, oh, young people, just don't believe everything. That's a microcosm, what you read in the paper. There's many bad, there's twice as many good as well. Our next winner is a volunteer who has raised thousands of pounds for pets in need, despite suffering from a debilitating spinal condition. He volunteers 3 days a week for the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, the PDSA hospital in Stonehouse, and despite having restricted mobility and being unable to walk long distances, he has raised more than £5,000 for the charity by organising letterboxing walks on Dartmoor. Please welcome Jim Dudley. Lovely to meet you, Jim.
Thank you.
Tell me, what was it that inspired you to work for the PDSA?
Well, in 1997, I had a very big operation at Derriford, where I had metal put in my back and in the top of my legs. And in 1999, I had to go back in again for another big operation. And during that operation, I had a heart attack, kidney failure, and instead of being in hospital for 7 days, I was in 15 weeks. I came out in a wheelchair, and one day I took my little dog to the PDSA, where I met Rob Newcomb, who was the vet down there. And just getting over a serious illness, I was getting another illness as well, which was prostate cancer, which I'm glad to say I'm healed from that. And I asked Rob if there was any volunteering work to be done. And straight away he said yes. So I had to wait about 12 months for all the paperwork to come through and everything. I've actually been with them for 5 years. I enjoy it. It gets me out of the house, my mind off my problems. And pets are part of the community. Everybody has an animal of some sort. And what I like about the PDSA is we deal with clients and their pets. It's for people who cannot afford to take their animals to vets. And it's totally funded by donations.
Our next winner is a man who is a dedicated campaigner for the Diabetes Research Project Early Bird. I'm in the right place, haven't I? Yeah. The schoolboy has taken the fight to secure funding for the Plymouth-based study right to the Prime Minister's front door. He joined a city delegation in November which presented 550 letters to the Prime Minister urging Tony Blair to help save the project, which has been facing a funding crisis. Next, he called on Plymouth children to help stage a kids' protest at Downing Street. The West Park Primary School pupil, who does not have diabetes himself, is also one of the 300 children taking part in the Plymouth-based Early Bird study. Please welcome William Watrin Cottrell. Why is it so important to save the early bird?
Because it can save other people's lives too. Because most of the people all over the world have diabetes, and I just want to save their lives.
That's a lovely thing to do. So what was it like going to Downing Street?
Very scary. It was, pretty frightening. Lots of police officers, lots of checks, and just thought it was a great honour to be there.
Didn't manage to nick his tie for an auction or anything?
Well, I was going to, but I thought there's no point.
So being an early bird volunteer, is it painful at all?
No, it's not painful. You get some needles sometimes, but...
Ooh. Oh, what do you mean you get some needles sometimes?
Well, you have to take your blood up to see see if you've got diabetes or not.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt, because they put some cream on you to stop it from hurting. It's like an anaesthetic.
I've never had that cream. They just jab it in when I go.
Oh.
So I'll say, my friend Lillian's got some cream. I want some of that cream. Well done.